we might have hit 5,000 subscribers this week, and also our channel's a year old. Thank you guys for all the support I've had this year. It's been a long journey, and I have a feeling it's going to be even a longer journey because I don't plan on stopping. I plan on growing as long as I can. I appreciate all of you for being here, for seeing me change as a person, seeing me mature as a human being, and most importantly, seeing this channel become something that I never thought it could. I'm gonna be honest with you, when I started my YouTube channel, when I started my push-ups for subscribers challenge, I never really expected to get far. I didn't even know if I will hit 1,000 subscribers before I quit. Well, we hit 1,000 subscribers 2 weeks after I started the challenge. This challenge grew extremely quick, and we hit our subscribers and our views way faster than I thought. Sorry for slurring, it's hard to find the right words in the moment, but yeah, it is extremely impressive what we've achieved in 1 year, and I'm hoping that we can go the same this year. Also, I do want to say, my daughter is downstairs with me, so if you hear her talking in the background, please ignore her. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
There you go. So if you hear her, I am sorry. However, I do need to watch my child, so give me a fucking break. Not sponsored. However, once again, thank you guys so much. I love you all. And now let's start with the actual video. The topic for today's video is why you should never, ever work at fucking Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is genuinely the worst job ever. There's a multitude of reasons as to why it sucks, but a lot of them are tied down to the certain location that I work in. However, let's break it down. First of all, they will not raise our wages no matter how much money our store makes. I work in the busiest store in the state of Colorado, and I'll tell you, we get paid minimum wage. In a video earlier, I said it's the busiest one in the country. Last year on Super Bowl, we were in fact the busiest Pizza Hut in the country, doubling sales of second place. However, they will not give us raises. They do not care about us. In fact, the only raises that they give us is when minimum wage goes up, and that's like 50 cents if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, my pay wage went up from $14.75 up to $15.25. So I still make what I like to call dog shit money. But yes, I do understand I chose to work here. This is a choice. And more importantly, it's my decision to quit if I want to. Which, don't get me wrong, I really want to quit. I feel as if I do way more than I should. I do a lot more than I'm paid to do. And even if I was paid $20 an hour, I still do a lot of work, a lot more than I should. And I'm not lazy at all. I do it willingly because I do everything like I do for myself. And the way I would do it for myself would be top quality. We have people come in who are HR, people who are big people, and they don't give a shit about us. In fact, they give such a little shit that they wouldn't give us a 25-cent raise even if we asked for it. This is not sponsored, but this soda is really good. I don't know what it's called. It's like apple juice but carbonated. Pretty tasty. Now, to battle these allegations, per se, of getting paid minimum wage, which, I mean, it's true that we get paid minimum wage, but they tell us we get tips. When you're getting hired, they tell you you're getting paid minimum wage, but your hourly wage will go up $2 to $3 an hour when you get hired because tips, you know? People tip, it gets split evenly amongst the crew, which I think is absurdly unfair because half the crew doesn't do shit. However, I'll tell you, I never walk away from my station. I stay there as long as there's orders. I stay there making the pizzas by myself majority of the time because people who are supposed to be helping me are doing shit like folding boxes. People who are supposed to be helping me are doing dishes, you know, stuff that they're not necessarily hired for, which is another huge concern that I have with Pizza Hut. They hire you for a certain position, but they don't expect you to stay there, and they expect you to do more stuff even though the pay stays for one position. So essentially, when I'm closing, I close my station down. I can close it at like 6 p.m. theoretically. I really could. The only reason I don't is because once I close it, it's harder for me to make pizzas because I have to go in the fridge to grab all my stuff for every single order separately. So realistically, I choose to close at around 9 to 10 p.m. We close at 12 on weekdays and at 1 on weekends. So that gives me about 2 to 3 hours to do whatever the fuck I want. So they make you think. In reality, they give you task after task that they don't want to do, and then you're stuck doing work till midnight. I have a great manager, and the way she does things is she does one task and I do the rest of the tasks, which might seem like an issue. However, the task that she does is all of the night's dishes, which is 2 to 3 hours of work that she single-handedly does by herself. In those 2 to 3 hours, I closed the rest of the store. Per se, not all the way. Of course, there's other people that do other things, but I do feel like I do the majority. And keep in mind, these people found my fucking channel. These people at work watch my YouTube videos. So I'm trying to be very generous with the way I word things. I'm trying not to be an asshole, even though in reality, I do think I deserve to be. Which is where Pizza Hut takes absolute advantage of you. Half the crew doesn't do their job, does their job lazily, does it very, very lousy work, and I'm the one who has to fix it. Or my managers are the ones who have to fix it. It sucks ass. It sucks turbo ass. So I think that's a really big issue with Pizza Hut is they don't market the job you're gonna get. I think if you get hired as a server, you have to do everything a server would do at a restaurant. We are a restaurant. We're just not as prestige, you know? We're not as, not as professional per se because we don't make as much money per dish. And our dishes are cheaper to make. So yeah, people look past that completely. Now I'm gonna make a separate video about this point in particular, but tipping. Nobody fucking tips. We need to tip more. Guys, if you're a Pizza Hut customer, throw me 5 bones. Please, throw me 5 bones. It's not gonna cost, you have $60 for pizza, but you don't have $3 for a tip. And, the person behind you is gonna tip $10. That's what you may be thinking. But if you tip 3 more, it's gonna help all of us out more. I don't make enough, and the tips would help me substantially. On average, I make about $80 to $100 in tips a week, which is nothing. Considering the fact that most of the days that I work, I'm alone making pizzas from anywhere to 4 to 8 or 9 hours, I deserve more of the cut. People that sit there and do prep all day or people that fold boxes all day don't deserve a tip at all. You are getting paid hourly to fold boxes and you're getting paid way more than anyone else. You don't deserve a tip. And honestly speaking, I think even the managers deserve to get tips. Where I work, the managers don't make a dime in tips. I don't know if that's all around or just my place. However, you need to get paid as a manager tips-wise as well. You deserve it almost more than anyone. In fact, I think you do deserve it more than anyone considering that when I go on break, my manager does my job. When my coworkers go on break, my manager does their job. So they're doing everything in the store that they need to do. However, they don't get to claim the tips. I have worked in a ton of jobs, a lot more than I would like to admit. Part of that is on me. I've never been able to keep a job for very long until this job. I've always hated my job, and this job in particular is something that ignited a switch in me. It's something that made me care a lot more about where I work, about who I work with, and most importantly, it made me actually care about the operation of the job. I've worked at grocery stores, I've worked at construction, I've worked at construction for my dad's company, and I've worked at construction for separate companies. And I'll tell you, there's not nearly as much hard work there as there is here. For people that say making a pizza is easier than building a house, you're absolutely right. That's not my point. My point is you get a fatter paycheck to appreciate your work. Guys, I make $350 some weeks. You don't make enough money. Taxes take everything from you, and you don't get appreciation for this whatsoever. As a fast food worker, you are looked down upon by society. You are looked as the trash of work. And this last problem I have with Pizza Hut isn't necessarily a Pizza Hut issue. It is a world issue, I would say. Every single major corporation that has a lot of money and a lot of workers to be responsible for, such as McDonald's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Burger King, etc., Taco Bell, everything you can think of has this one slight problem of disillusion. They think that if you're making $15 an hour or however much, minimum wages wherever you live, they think it's enough to make you pass by every single day. Most of the people that I work with are not kids. Most of the people that I work with are over the age of 18. Actually, I think Pizza Hut does have an under 18 policy where if you're under the age of 18, you can only work like 20 hours a week or some shit. Most of the full-timers, such as myself, that work there are not hired as full-time, so they avoid paying us benefits, and we're not getting any sort of money. We're not making fat paychecks. We're not making a ton of doubloons that we can go waste. I had a very nice Valentine's Day, and I'll tell you, I'll be recovering from this Valentine's Day for a couple weeks. In order to make the money back that I spent this last couple of days, I will have to work for 2 weeks. I didn't spend a shit ton of money. I earned a ton of money, and it all went down like this because everything cost an absurd amount of money. A restaurant, $100 easily, at least. I mean, dude, go to the Cheesecake Factory. You're paying $100 for 2 meals. It's fucking nuts. I do have a sneaking suspicion that Pizza Hut might fire me if I release this video. However, this video is going straight up on my channel because this stuff needs to be confronted. Your guys' place sucks. It sucks to work there. You guys hire anyone, and this is every location. You guys hire anyone. People don't shower where I fucking work. Some people smell bad. Can you believe it? You have one task and it's to have decent hygiene. That's all I require from you. I'm not a person who will bully someone about smelling bad. I've been bullied about smelling bad when I was in elementary school going into middle school. I was figuring out that my body is starting to sweat and it's no excuse. I switched that shit up like this. If you smell like piss, fix that shit. It's disgusting. Take a fucking shower and put on some deodorant because you're a grown-ass adult. You guys don't care about the people that you hire in multitudes of ways, and it shows drastically with our paychecks, with the way you guys speak to us, with the way that when we make double our sales, which is what we did this Super Bowl, guys, the average location at Pizza Huts around my area was $6,000 in profit. My location made nearly $12,000. And you know what we got? A good job team. Good job team. Are you fucking kidding me? Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to slap me on the ass too? If you slap me on the ass, it will show that at least you took your time out of your day to come over here and give me a little spanking on the butt cheeks. No, you guys don't give a fuck about your workers. You guys only care about making your pockets richer, which is why, fun fact for you, it costs Pizza Hut about $2 to make a $30 pizza. Pizza Hut is the worst job ever. If you want a place that pays you the least, does not respect you whatsoever, they all look at you like a fucking doubloon idiot. If you want a place that does not respect you at all, if you want a place that doesn't pay you at all, if you want a place that hires anyone and does not care about how the operation goes as long as it goes, their motto has to be slow motion is better than no motion, because most of the time the motion is very slow and they're fine with it. And another issue I have is we're all working 35 hours a week, 40 hours a week, you know? Some of us work even a little bit of overtime. Not allowed, by the way. Thanks, Pizza Hut. I really appreciate it. You know, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but Pizza Hut doesn't let you get into overtime. It doesn't let you work overtime whatsoever. I personally have tried getting overtime. You know what happens when you do? If you reach 15 minutes of overtime, which is like fucking, I'll be lucky to say $5 is all you're making that time. They will fucking call you into a meeting and yell at you about hitting overtime because they're so fucking cheap. They are extremely cheap. They want to save money on every measure that they can. They want to save money on food quality, food products, and Pizza Hut itself is very clean. I make sure that it stays clean. My managers make sure that it stays clean. But the fact that you guys value your pizzas at $28 a pizza is just fucking, it's bonkers. And this is coming from a Pizza Hut worker, so brace yourself. Keep your panties on. Little Caesars can sell me 3 pizzas for the price of 1 at Pizza Hut, and they all taste way better. There's nothing special about Pizza Hut's food quality, food itself. There's nothing special about it. You know what is special about Pizza Hut? The special ignorance that they have towards their workers. The special ignorance that they have towards most of their customers. My location in particular has very good customer service. Reason being, my manager actually hires good customer service people. All of us can talk to customers. All of us have been in customer service for 5 to 10 years. And all of us have worked our ass off while being in customer service. Now, I don't know how long this video is. It could be 2 minutes. It could be 20 minutes. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and buy this and try it. Not sponsored. Once again, no sponsorship. Just a big shout out to how good this company tastes. And I think they're also going out of business. So I'm trying to keep them afloat. Please buy this. It's really good. So if you're new here, take your pants off and slap your butt cheeks on the subscribe button. Slap your meat on the like button. And as always, have a great rest of your day. Peace. Oh my God. Voice crack. Peace.